Hi everyone, you are welcome to another beautiful episode on the Train the Boys YouTube channel, the only YouTube channel where we talk about the raising of a boy child. And today we'll be talking about stubborn boys. I know this is one thing a lot of parents, I think this is what they dread the most in having a boy child. Everyone likes to have a boy child, but that part, most times what we tag stubborn is not really what it is, because we find out that these children grow up and they outgrow some of these things. But then there are some who do not outgrow them, but there are some that that are kind of specific, and this is the one I'll be talking about today. Generally all children throw tantrums. All children, they tend to throw tantrums. They tend to do one thing or the other at one point or that. But there are some children who do more, and this is when we can tag them that okay, there's something more to it. Some of these behaviors are genetic, and they are acquired. And sometimes they are influences from their environmental influences. They are caused by the environment where the child grew up or where the child lives. So, but then you as a parent, you can actually pinpoint, okay, this is what my child has, or this is what's happening with my child. What I'll just be talking about is how to deal with stubborn boys, how to handle them. And I'll start by saying the first thing you need to know about them is that they have a need. Most times these children have a need. They have expectations that are not being met. And this is why some of them, apart from the genetic part of it, most times these children have needs that are not being met. Most times they have unspoken, or they have things they are trying to communicate across to you as a parent, and then you are not listening, or you are not getting what they are saying. So sometimes the children we refer to as stubborn, they are not actually stubborn. Some of them are strong-willed. So let's talk about what stubbornness is and what it is not. Generally, if you look at the dictionary meaning of stubbornness, it has to do with determination and insisting on doing what you want to do, having something done in your own way. So, and this is very common with kids. You cannot say, oh, this one is doing, this one is not. It's very, very common with kids. But like I said, we have kids who do extra. So how do you identify a stubborn boy? They are highly intelligent and they are very, very creative. And they tend to question everything, but not with the intention to rebel, but that is who they are. They tend to ask you, Mommy, why this? Why that? That's another. Stubborn children have it more frequently, temper tantrums. They also like to do things at their own pace, and they also display good leadership. They display some leadership traits, and sometimes they can appear bossy. They also like to be hard. And they want you to commend them frequently. And there's a way you can manage them. There's a way you can help them, and that is part of what we're also going to talk about, how to handle them. First thing is, learn to listen more to them. And that is one thing they need. They love to be listened to, because most times they come across as being bossy. So you need to listen to them carefully. I've always said this. Even all the kids, not just the boys who tend to be stubborn alone, but all the kids, we need to put. But these ones, you need to now pay extra attention and listen to them. Then another thing is learn to negotiate with them. When they start out this tantrum, just, okay, come. What do you want? What do you need? Because you can't continue to be at a loggerheads every time and probably engaging in an argument or fight with them every time. So sometimes you just need to come to the drawing board. Okay, you need to compromise. And when I say compromise, I don't mean allow bad behavior or bad habits. In this kind of compromise is you sitting together and negotiating with them that, okay, this is what I want you to do. This is what you want to do. What do you want? Can we do it this way? Don't you think we should do it this way? Another thing you should do is to respect them. And this is not just for stubborn boys. You need to respect their opinions. You need to respect their space. You need to respect their personal space. Another point is you need to learn to work with them. You need to learn to work with them. because the things they do, parents tend to withdraw from them. You don't want to work with them, or you prefer to work with the other children that will make the work faster. But the one funny thing is that they see these things you do, and the way you react to them, your body language, and they're like, okay, so I'm getting it now. And they may start seeing probably favoritism or something like that. So you need to also learn to work with them, and this is going to help you. If you are involving the other kids in 10 activities, and they involve them in all of the 10, don't say, oh, this one you will not do it, or you will not do it well. Just look for a way to fit them in. Another way to handle a strong-willed child is to learn to reinforce their positive behaviors, and this is very, very key. Learn to reinforce their positive behaviors. Learn to reward them when they do good things. Learn to compliment them. Learn to commend them. Pick the parts where the only time you talk to them, or the only time you are trying to encourage them, is when they've done something bad, or when they've done something. That's when you talk to them. Talk to them when they've done something good, when you think they are doing well. Learn to reinforce them. Learn to reinforce their positive behaviors. Learn to encourage them, and learn to talk to them. Also, as a parent who is raising a very strong-willed child, you should be very, very calm. Learn to be very, very calm. Like, learn to, sometimes you just have to look away. Yelling can give them a kind of soft invitation for a verbal combat, or talking back at you. And this is what you should avoid. This is what you shouldn't engage in with them, because it's going to lead you to probably an argument, and then exchange of words, and then you get more angry. So that's why you should be calm when talking to them. You should be calm when you want to discipline them. Another thing you need to do is give them options, provide options. That means you need to think. Don't just, oh, this is the only thing, no. Learn to give them options. These kids, they are reasonable too. Even though they have that, they may have that genetic thing to be strong with and all of that, but they are also reasonable. When they see you do that, they will know, okay, you want the best for them. And that is why you should learn to give them options when it comes to anything: food, clothing. That is another way in which you can win them over. And then another thing is, you need to connect with them. Don't force them. Strong-willed children, the more you apply pressure, when we are talking about force, we are talking about application of pressure. Don't apply pressure on them, because the more you force them to do things you want, the more deviant behavior, the more defense they build. Don't force them. Learn to connect with them. And this will be the end of our discussion for today on strong-willed/stubborn boys. Until the next episode, do not stop training your boys, and please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all our social media platforms. Bye. Thank you.